So thank you all for being here, and welcome to our second learning event, which we are organizing inside the SYSTOUR project timeframe. So I'm here to present the main goal of SYSTOUR. SYSTOUR is the project funded by Interreg Europe within the first call. And the main goal is to apply the systemic approach for a sustainable tourism strategies within the rural areas. Starting with the context, we want to say that over-tourism is threatening in the European landscape in recent years, generating a problem in the concentration of touristic flows in specific honeypot locations. But for communities in rural areas, can be difficult to diversify their economy and improve the quality of life of local population, especially within the tourism sector. So it's important to see with a more systemic vision the territorial aspect that we have in our inland and places close by the coast. And what if we could help this community to improve the attractiveness and well-being of places, not only as a destination to visit, but also to live, work, and invest in? Within SYSTOUR, we developed a sustainable tourism project to move visitors towards rural areas, highlighting the territorial asset and seeking the balance in flows of each territory, linking them through three main aspects: the digital connection, then we have the mobility, and authentic experience. And today we're going to see some specific authentic experience that Lerti Bay Foundation selected for us and want to present with you today. SYSTOUR project, as I mentioned, started in 2023 and will end in 2027. During these 4 years of project, with our 6 partners, we will involve 90 stakeholders with stakeholder group meeting format, and we run learning events as this one of today, and we map good practices within our region, and we create a methodology to analyze this context of territorial context, with the method of holistic diagnosis by analyzing the geospatial territory and using data-driven approach to foster a sustainable strategy within policy in tourism sector. We started with this regional analysis that we call holistic diagnosis to define the state of the art in these different territories in Europe, from the north to the south, east and west, and center of Europe, addressing and defining challenges with common methods for the identification of, first of all, good practices, but also leverage points and challenges that we want to face in order to apply this new way of seeing systemically our information and using the information and the data to define new policy interventions. Afterwards, interregional learning events were organized, like field visit in the 6 different regions, to increase the capacity of multiple stakeholders to improve policies. And so for that reason, we create some workshop format because it is crucial to involve them and to share the local potentialities and innovative approaches. And we do periodical meeting to update ourselves along the project. In just over a year and a half, we have 5 out of 6, but in fact we have 6 different study visits, and we conducted in our region. So starting from Hungary, we moved to Italy, and then Spain, Poland, Finland, and in the end France, to see and to learn about the good practices within this territory, and then having a peer-to-peer evaluation of these good practices following some main criteria that we selected together. These good practices were shared with our European community in order to increase the amount of possibility that we already have in Europe and that we want to share with the other regions and countries within European context. On our website, you can see these good practices that we already mapped and that are focusing on local development, authentic experience, mobility, sustainable mobility. And so if you are curious to see these good practices, you can see and you can watch our website. And in order to close this presentation of our main aim of the project, within SYSTOUR, we are applying this systemic approach, co-designing strategy for a sustainable tourism in rural area. And if you want to learn more, follow us and watch our learning event.
Okay.
I think I'm out of time, so I don't know if you can watch the video.
Yeah, the thing is that the audio is not working, so I don't know if. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but no, there was some music as a background, but the main aspect to share with you is that we are continuing to work together, and for now it's welcome to all of you and enjoy this learning event.
Okay, so first of all, we want to welcome you all to this learning event. So during this part of the session, we will have the opportunity to learn more about the most recognized and successful case studies and projects from Euskadi Basque Country related to the topics of business investment, green employment opportunities, and increasing liability in depopulated areas. So to this end, we feel it is very important to show initiatives that have been carried out in both public and private sectors, because although the main objective for all of them is the same, we think that each one of them has a different reality and a different starting point. So we will first go to Vizcaya to introduce you to the first underwater winery artificial reef in the world. The one is located in the Bay of Plencia. So this is a space for wine and sea lovers where you can perform several activities to taste their products. So we have with us Borja Saracho. Welcome to this learning event. He is the CEO of this initiative with more than 15 years of experience in this field. So Borja, you can start whenever you want.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Thanks for having me today. So it's an honor to have the opportunity to show what are we doing here. We started 15 years ago. It was a crazy idea at the beginning. Nobody believed on us. Everybody thought that that was a crazy idea. And the ocean, as you know, here is quite crazy. So very strong waves were killing the facility. So our dream was create a facility that was helping the marine life to grow. And because of that, we considered that the investment was so high that the best way to go with this project was create a business linked with the facility in order to have incomes. Okay, so because of that, we started to think that maybe it could be possible to have seaweeds or any other business growing inside of the reef. But after different trials, we realized that the best way was try to think about not seaweeds, other opportunities. And one day we decided that maybe it was possible to try to start and study about the evolution of the wine under the ocean, because in many spots worldwide were collected bottles from the deep, and in many of them the evolution of the bottles was considered by the expert like a very different one. Okay, so because of that, we started to think that maybe it was possible to try and study. And with that study, we started to realize that the evolution under the criteria of the experts was quite different. And because of that, we started to invite different wineries all over Spain to sink their bottles here inside of the reef. So let me show you my screen. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, our name is Curso Treasure. We are creating a concept of treasure. Because of that, our logo is a T. And you can see that inside of the T, we have the fish skin, because inside of the reef, we have many marine life living inside. So the bottles are stored inside of the reef, and they are living together with the currents, with the ocean, and with the environment. Okay. We are an underwater winery, and it's true that we are the first underwater winery that is an artificial reef too. And at this moment, we have two facilities under the brave Cantabrian Ocean, and we are producing different wines. Okay, so we have whites and reds that are presented in different restaurants, different wine shops, and different spots worldwide. We are selling our wines in many countries, and working with amazing companies like Porsche, or very big cruise companies, or very important hotels, or final direct clients that are buying our product only to join a meal with their loved ones, or to have a special event, or in order to use as a gift. Okay, so it's nice that we realize that after years of trials, the wine evolved in a different manner under the ocean, but at the same time, we are putting the focus of the media in a local village close to the ocean, close to Bilbao, like 20 miles from Bilbao center. And it's nice to see that a spot that was not appearing on the media for years after we started with the project is becoming more popular. Every year we have more or less a media coverage over €1.5 million, okay, euros. So we are not paying to the media, but it's true that that appearance on the media is making a nice visibility of the spot and the area. Okay, at the beginning we were very small, and we were not selling a single bottle of wine, because we were only studying the evolution of the wine. But it's true that now we are in many countries, and we are not only selling the wine, we are receiving people here. So we have every year more people visiting us. At the beginning, we were very worried because the media wanted to come to visit us and to make different reports. We tried to explain everything about the whole process, and they consider the project very unique and very special. And because of that, they suggest that could be very interesting for the people to have the opportunity to visit us. So we started to try with different tourist operators, and all of them were very happy with the experience. And at this moment, we are working with more or less over 10 different companies worldwide that are selling people every month to visit the facility and to enjoy a different experience. You know that many people is visiting wineries all over the world, but there are a few wineries with so nice storytelling and with so nice wine tasting, because here they are tasting wines that are very different, not only in the taste because of the story, and we are sharing with the people that come all our adventures, and with successful and with problems, because we have been suffering for years, and it's a nice story to tell and to share with the people that come here. Let me show you with this video. This is a video that was recorded by Amazon last year, and the sound is not working well, but I think that it's going to be nice to have an idea of what are we doing here. Okay, the link of the video is on the chat in case that you want to see how we work. Okay, I suggest that play the video, because you are going to see the amazing bay where we are located. Okay, as I tried to told you before, has been a very difficult path to arrive till this point, but we have seen that is working. Okay, after many years of efforts, is working quite well. So we have at this moment a facility over 500 square meters under the ocean, with more than 1,000 different animals living inside, including seaweeds. And we have people working for the company that has been working as sailors or fishermen or biologists, working with the hotels in the town, with the truck company. Which has been create a new company for visitors with two boats in order to move tourism to visit our facility, and many people is working for the restaurant where we have the presentations. So we are seeing that is growing the people that come to visit us every year. Okay, so I think that is a real example that a small idea can become a reality, not only helping the environment like we are doing at this moment, helping the population, the locals, in order to have incomes or have more incomes, because the project is moving and growing every year because of the effort of everybody that is involved in the project. Okay, so okay, I don't know if you have seen the video. I will share again the presentation. Okay, so as you can see, we are in a very amazing bay. During the summer season, it's a very nice spot to enjoy the weather and the seashore. But during the winter season, it's a crazy spot with crazy currents and very high tides and very high waves. So because of that, the reef is working in both ways. Is working, helping the marine life to grow, and at the same time protecting the bottles to be hit by the waves or to be broken. Okay, because of that, as you can see on the top on the right, you can see small shrimps living inside, or anemone, or different lobsters, small fish. So the animals are using the facility to put their eggs, because the spot was so rough that till now was not a nice spot to put their eggs, because was changing the sea bottom all the time. Now it's nice to see that, because we are there all the year, all the time, with the concrete facility, with the reef, the animals choose the spot in order to put their eggs inside, so they are growing there. It's like a colony, like a reef, like a real reef. So because of that, Ana Riera, our marine biologist, is making a census of marine life every year, and we realize that it's growing every year. Okay, so it's nice to see that the fishermen in the town are in love with us. At the beginning, all of them were very worried and not very happy, to be honest. But it's true that after years, they realize that it's working quite well. They can see from the boat in the screen that a big cloud of fish is moving behind under the boat, and because of that, all the people realize that all the story that we present 15 years ago is working quite well. So we are helping the environment. We are producing a wine that is very unique, that has all the information printed in order to avoid any damage with the stickers to the environment, and we sell this product worldwide. So wherever it goes, Always we have a book, a small book with pictures of the bay, the process, the locals, what is interesting to visit, and all the information that we consider that is part of the treasure that we have created in order to promote not only the product, we want to promote too the village, the area, and the past country. As you can see, we have different vineyards. At this moment, we are working with 9 different vineyards all over Spain. We work with the best quality grapes that we have seen that are evolving in the best way under the ocean. And after years, we consider that nobody has the know-how that we have at this moment. Because of that, during the last months, we have received very important visits in order to try to work with us from very big companies from very far away countries that they have noticed that we are pioneers on that field, and they are working quite well, not only with the wine quality, having on mind always the environment and the local development of a business in a small village like this one. We are not working with a huge volume of tourism. We receive more or less over 500 people every year, last year. So it's not a big amount of people, but for us at this moment it's quite nice because they are paying not a cheap price. Okay, they are living a very unique experience. We try always to be with them. I am the founder of the company, but I try to be all the time that is possible with them. And Anna, another part of the team, try to be with them all the time. So they have always the opportunity to talk directly to us in order to know not only how is the evolution of the wine, how is the evolution of the business, the problems that we face, and all the process that has been during this year, not an easy one. Okay, so it has been a crazy project, but it's true that at this moment it's working quite well. And because of that, we are just just finished the construction of a new reef not far away from the spot where we are now. Okay. At the same time, we are working with other beverage like sparkling, and hopefully in the next month we will collect from the deep. So at the beginning, we thought that the people will try to buy our wine very easily, and we will have a long queue in front of us, but that was not happening. So we try to think about how to sell the product worldwide, and because of that, we are working with Amazon, with our website, making many promotions. And it's true that the wine business is a very difficult business. Many wineries with a high quality products, with a high competition of prices is crazy, but for us is step by step is going well, because we are a very different story. We are creating for sure a very good quality wine, but at the same time we are producing a nice story and a nice experience. We consider that people now is looking for local experience, trying to be in touch with the local fisherman, with the captain, with trying to enjoy the atmosphere of a very small village with a nice story to tell. And in our case, as you can see, we are located in an amazing spot. Okay, we are very lucky because we have in the staff Antonio Palacios is one of the best wine enologists worldwide, very well known with many awards and very famous. He has the most important laboratory in France, in Bordeaux, and the most important in Spain, in Logroño. So he's a doctor in enology, gold medal of the enologists in Spain. So he was very surprised because of the concept when we started years ago. We met each other in a radio program, in the national radio program. He was on the line in order to try to think about my information about the reef and the wine under the ocean. He thought that the evolution was could be possible, but was most a marketing idea. And after sent to him different bottles of our wine, he realized that the evolution was true, and become very confident of the whole process. So at this moment, he is in charge of the design of all the wines, and because of that, we have different packagings in order to explain the story of every grape and every wine. Okay, so we try always to explain the uniqueness of our concept and our product. All the production is always numbered, and because of that, we think that is a real treasure that try to show that from a very small village in a part of Europe, we are able to produce something very different, putting together all the efforts of many people in the village to try to sell a different experience for anyone that looks for special things. Okay. At the same time, we have at this moment 3 different boats. We offer visits to our winery. We used to work with incoming companies, DMCs, that are working with us, and they are operating with us. So at the beginning was very difficult. The first year was only coming a couple, and at this moment, as I told you before, we are over 500 people coming every year. We are managing not very big groups, but it's true that till 12 we are very confident, but sometimes we have bigger groups. So we have general managers of famous company, very famous people, kings, presidents of governments, many interesting people that we are not allowed to speak about them. But it's nice for us that to realize that people that is traveling worldwide, seeing whatever they want because they don't have any problem with the money, are able to they have interest to come to visit us, and after do the experience, they enjoy a lot. So the opportunity for us is that we are selling the concept, charging an experience, but finally we get friends because they become like ambassadors of the brand. And because of that, we have open markets like Japan, England, France, Germany, Switzerland, or other markets. We don't have a big amount of bottles production every year. We are over 15,000, 20,000 bottles per year. We have been suffering a lot during this process because we were in the middle of the COVID, the problem with the virus, with the pandemic, and because of that, I think that was nice to see that finally an idea that you write one night become a reality, and after years of efforts can be a reality because of the support not only of the staff and the team, the local people and the institutions like in the Basque Country. At this moment, we have created a new facility close to Bilbao. It's not open to visits, but it's a facility very deep and it's coming for us a new spot in order to produce different wineries for the coming years. We are working with divers. There is a diving company that is working a lot with us. So there are 10 people working in that company. We are working with many restaurants, with many companies that are buying our product, and we are buying their service with transport company, with hotels. So it's true that we are not measuring the business that we are producing in the village, but could be over 500,000 euros more or less. The people is very happy with us, not only with Amazon reviews, with Vivino, TripAdvisor, Google. So the people when come here at the beginning, they are thinking, okay, what the hell is that? I'm not seeing a winery. This is only a nice house with a nice restaurant, nice boat, nice bay, but I am not seeing a winery. I'm not seeing the barrels. I'm not seeing the deposits. What is happening here? But after enjoy the experience, all of them are signing the guest book, and it's impressive that people like Richard Branson, that is the guy that was is one of the most important people, like a millionaire and entrepreneurs in the United Kingdom. He invited me to his island, and I was honored to be with him for a couple of days. And he was very surprised of many kings or people that has come here. All of them are very surprised because of the concept, the crazy concept, but because of the reality that is behind of the concept. So we have been awarded with medals for the wine, but 2 for the experience, or for the packaging, or for the environment, or for many other things. Okay, if you are interested on that, you can take a look to our website. It's underwaterwine.com, and there is a blog where you can check the awards, the media coverage, and whatever you be interested on. Here we have some pictures of the bottles collecting from the reef. Try to think that we have a facility made by concrete and iron under the ocean. We are over 17 meters deep, and there, once you open the facility, you can face cages with bottles inside, and the ocean and the fish are moving towards the bottles. Okay, here is information about Antonio, and this is more or less my details to be in touch. So thanks for your time. I hope that you consider that interested, and in case that you want to have more information, don't hesitate to follow us, or to try to follow us in social media, or to try to send an email to us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Borja. So I don't know if anyone has any question or any doubt about the presentation. No? Okay, so well, we will next move to Gipuzkoa to introduce you to the next successful case study. So the GR283, or the Idiazabal cheese route, is part of an initiative of the Department of Innovation, Rural Development and Tourism of the Provincial Council of Gipuzkoa, that has the production cycle of the famous cheese as a backdrop. So Leire Arandia is responsible for the Idiazabal cheese route. Leire is also a member of a small association cooperative called ERRO, who is in charge of managing the tourism product based on the initiative of the Provincial Council. So this project was created in 2014 with the creation of a circular route of 6 different stages that passes through 3 different regions of Gipuzkoa. So this route combines different tourism typologies, such as nature tourism, cultural tourism, and gastronomic kind of tourism. So Leire, you can start whenever you want.
Okay, good morning, and thank you for your invitation. As you said, I am Leire Arandia, the person in charge of coordination of Idiazabal cheese route tourism product. Our headquarters is in. You can change, please. To the next one, please. Okay. Our headquarters is located in Ordizia. Ordizia is located in Goierri region, at the heart of Gipuzkoa province, in the Basque Country, in the north of Spain. Therefore, it can be easily reached from different provincial capitals, such as Bayonne in France, Bilbao, Donostia San Sebastián, Pamplona, and Vitoria-Gasteiz, which are at a maximum of 1 hour by car, and in addition, it has excellent access of communication by train and bus. If you arrive by plane, there are 4 airports located 1 hour far from Ordizia. Please change to the next one. Okay. 10 years ago, we took the step of transforming the cheese route, or GR283, which was approved by the Gipuzkoa Mountain Federation and promoted by the Provincial Council of Gipuzkoa, into a tourism product. Since its presentation, as you said, in 2014, more than 1,000 tourism packages for the year 283 or Idiazabal Cheese route have been sold, with an increasing trend year after year. Many more enjoy the route independently or by managing their own reservations. In 2023, the Idiazabal Cheese route received the award for Best Gastronomic Route in Spain at the first edition of the Viajes National Geographic Readers Awards. It was nominated in the Gastronomic Route category, along with the Comarca de la Sidra in Asturias, the Vía Verde del Aceite in Andalucía, the Ribera de Duero in Castile y León, and the Rioja Alavesa wine route here in Euskadi. For the first time in its history, Viajes National Geographic organized the award for the best destinations in the world, and the Spanish-speaking travel community on the planet had the opportunity to vote in 10 different categories. The finalists shared a commitment to innovation, sustainability in all areas, and non-invasive tourism, in line with the values that this publication promotes. It is also worth mentioning the extensive report provided by the Financial Times newspaper in 2015. Recently, it received the Ain Gipuzkoa Award, promoted by the Tourism Department of the Provincial Council of Gipuzkoa, for continuing to position Gipuzkoa as a quality, sustainable tourism destination. Please change. So, what is Idiazabal Cheese route? Idiazabal Cheese route, or year 283, is a circular route with a length of 96 kilometers and is divided into 6 stages. It has a cumulative elevation gain at 9,000 meters, and the entire route is designed to be completed in approximately 34 hours or 6 days. It touches on several of the most interesting points in the interior of Gipuzkoa, and it is a great opportunity to get to know a little bit of each of them and take home an enriching experience. It is important to remember that the route crosses 3 valleys, as you said before, Goierri, Urola Garaia, and Debagoiena. It also offers us the opportunity to discover the southern borders of Gipuzkoa by crossing 2 natural parks, Aizkorri-Aratz and Aralar. The cheese route allows us to learn more about Idiazabal cheese. It should be also noted that the Aizkorri and Aralar natural parks, no, leave it where it was well before. It's the 5th one. There is okay. Well, where was I? As I said, it should also be noted that the Aizkorri and Aralar natural parks are communal lands where the surrounding ships graze. The town Idiazabal also gives its name to the cheese destination of origin and is home to the Idiazabal Cheese Interpretation Center. Some of the most notable cheese festivals are celebrated at points along the route. The special fairs held in Ordizia, Shepherd's Day in April, Basque festivals and the famous Idiazabal Cheese Tournament in Ordizia in September, the special Christmas fair, the Basque Cheese Fair that is usually held in Idiazabal on the first weekend of May, and the Basque Country Cheese Tournament held in October. And finally, the Shepherd's Day in September held in Legazpi. Also worth mentioning is the Wednesday market in Ordizia, which is so closely linked to cheese, which is celebrated every Wednesday of the year, and it celebrated its 500th anniversary in 2012. The Shepherd's School is located in Arantzazu, another point of the route, where one of the cheese factories that where we can find one of the cheese factories that can be visited along the road. But the cheese route is not only a natural and tourism experience, it is also a gastronomic experience. The worker can enjoy different types of accommodation, hotels, agrotourism, and hostels, all of which provide them with a very close treatment. Please change. The main point for information and management of the route is located, as I said, in Ordizia, in the Likatuz Center, that is managed by Erro Cooperativa Elkarte Txikia, that is our company. At this point, hikers are welcomed, provided with the necessary materials and information to start the route, and for those who wish, information about the remaining facilities that are off the route. Consequently, our proposal is to start the route from Ordizia, although it is also possible to start from other points in the route. Reservations are made through the form on the website, idiazabalgaztarenibilbidea.com or rutadelquesoidiazabal.com. It is this web page, you can find it in 4 languages, Basque, Spanish, French, and English. And a personalized proposal is sent to each client based on the request received. Each person who contracts the tourist package will receive the following: a ski pass or passport to be stamped at each stop of the route, a cheese route t-shirt to make the hiker more comfortable while walking and also to identify more with the Idiazabal cheese route, a map and guide of the entire route. At the end, they also get half a Idiazabal cheese and a bottle of cider of the region, and they receive it as a present for completing the route. The cheese route recommends doing each stay in 1 day. Is considering that there are 6 stages, using 6 days for those who want to do the whole thing. And it is an excellent plan for a week. In addition to the basic pack, the Idiazabal cheese route offers a series of complementary services as a personal object transport service that is very successful, the possibility to take an insurance policy, or the possibility to enjoy different excursions to cheese farms and other kind of resources during the route. Mercedes, please change. Okay. There you can see in the web page, our web page, that is in 4 languages, as I said. You can find, for example, the different characteristics of each stage with the duration of the stage, the difficulty, the distance, the lowest and highest altitude, and different kind of information as interest points. Please change. You can also find the different accommodations that you can find in each stage. As I said before, we have like different typologies like agrotourism, hotel, hostels. In some places you can only find 1 place to sleep, but in others you can maybe enjoy different kind of experiences. Please change. And as I said, you can also ask for different services. As the personal object transport, that 80% of users of the route ask for it. The possibility to take an insurance policy, or also the possibility to make the route with a professional guide. Also, you can ask for different excursions during the route, as the visit to the interpretation center or the Museum of Cheese in Idiazabal, the visit to different cheese farms, or other kind of touristic resources in the area. Please change. Here is the booking, the reservation form that we have in the web page. Most of the reservations come from this form. People fills it with all their needs, which day they would like to start, how many stages they would like to do, in which accommodations they would like to stay, if, in what regime, if they only want to sleep or have also like half board or other type of accommodation, and everything they need. And once we get this reservation form, we in a very short time we answer them with our proposal of all the route, how we would organize all the route, and also the cost of this reservation. Once they accept our proposal, they have to make like a pre-reservation of 60 euros per person, and 10 days before they start the route, they should pay for the complete reservation. Please change. So what is the profile of our visitor? We have all kinds of visitors, but mainly we get adult couples or a group of friends between 35 and 60. And all of them are hiking and gastronomy lovers. They also find to know more about our culture. And as we are here in the Basque Country and we have like a special identity, they have interest in all this. About origin of our visitors, in addition to tourists from within the Basque region, we can highlight communities such as Madrid, Catalonia, Aragon, Valencia, Andalusia, the Balearic or Canary Islands in Spain. And as you can see, other countries as the Netherlands, Germany, Austria, United Kingdom, Sweden, Finland, Norway, Mexico, Australia, Canada, or the United States. So a lot of people are coming to enjoy our route out of Spain. Please change. Well, what about project contributions? We think that as it is a supra-regional product, because as I said, it's connecting 3 regions inside the council of the Provincial Council of Guipúzcoa, it promotes collaboration between these 3 regions. It also contributes to this seasonalization, as it is a route that can be enjoyed all year, as the climatic conditions here are good, and also contributes consequently to economic sustainability, because as we are in the interior, in the inside part of Guipúzcoa, accommodation is easier to find in all over the year. It contributes also to the enhancement of gastronomic product as Idiazabal cheese, and also to its contribution to the natural environment, of course. And also, we would say that it contributes to the enhancement of other tourist resources in the area. We think it's like a economical. It helps to promote our activity in tourism in all area of Goierri, of our region also. In fact, we call Goierri also the land of Idiazabal, because it is a product that is known out of our area. So it's a good way to promote all the area, we would say. Okay, so please change, and this would be a little bit about our route. You can find us in our webpage, and you can contact us if you want to ask any question. I had a video, but I know that there are some problems, so I don't know if we can see some images or.
Yeah.
If you go to our webpage, you can find it.
Okay. So well, thank you so much, Leire. I don't know if anyone has any doubt, any question. Okay, well, we will later on maybe share with you the presentation. So maybe if you have any further questions or anything, you can maybe write an email to Leire, so you know she can answer you better on. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, the next and the last case study that we will be introducing today is the Intelligent Tourist Destination Program, the one Urdaibai destination is taking part. So we have with us the tourism technician from Urdaibai region, Eider Ormaetxea. Welcome to this learning event. So, well, I will be in charge of the presentation, but in case you have any doubt, I'm sure that Eider will be more than pleased to answer you. So I don't know if you want to say anything before we start with the presentation.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you. As Irene says, I'm the tourism technician here in Urdaibai, which is the first and unique biosphere reserve here in the Basque Country. We are next to Leartibai, so we know very well each other. And as you know, in Urdaibai, we have been working on a smart tourist destination project for 2 years. We are starting 2023. We did a diagnosis and the tourist destination was accredited. And last year we carried out several actions related to accessibility because it was the axis in which we had the lowest score. My English is not as good as Irene's, so she's going to help me and she will explain to you better than me the accessibility actions and project in Urdaibai in 2024. So you can continue. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me.
Okay, so well, we will also like to thank the Leartibai Foundation for thinking of our destination. So I think that many of you have already been there, but for those who don't know it very well, we will start with a brief introduction. So let me just share the screen. So well, Busturial de Urdaibai is a region that is located in Vizcaya. So this county actually covers an area of 282 square kilometers and is made up of more or less 22 municipalities where around 45,000 people live. So as you can see, it's not a huge destination. Regarding to the tourism sector, this region stands out mainly for its nature, ornithological, cultural, sun and beach, and gastronomic kind of tourism. So in its economic structure, the weight and importance of the agro-industrial and fishing sector mostly stand out, but with the tertiary sector being the most relevant one. So inside the tertiary sector, the tourism sector is one of the key socioeconomic axes of the region. And regarding tourism, in this county, we can find one of the most important tourism sites of Euskadi Basque Country, as far as, well, Urdaibai has been a UNESCO's biosphere reserve since 1984, if I'm not wrong. So, well, you will be asking, so who is in charge of managing tourism in this region? So, well, the entity in charge is called Urremendi, is the Busturialdea Rural Development Association. And this entity works to promote sustainable development of this region of Vizcaya. So it has an integrative approach and it promotes projects in collaboration with local actors that compose the destination as a whole, contributing always to ensure the most integrated, balanced, and sustainable socioeconomic development possible. So the main objective of this association is the social and economic development of the region. But we also have other specific objectives, which are the improvement of living conditions and provision of services in the region and in each one of the municipalities that compose Busturialde Urdaibai. And we also, this association serves as an intermediary channel between all the stakeholders, both public administration and private sector, in order to promote, develop, and implement programs aimed at achieving social and economic development. So in terms of the needs of our destination, and of course, which are the main barriers that we have to overcome? So, well, first of all, we have to improve the notoriety and positioning of Urdaibai and its brand. So we want to become a more recognizable tourist destination because we want to offer our visitors high quality experience that will allow them to achieve their loyalty and of course to come back. We also want to communicate and disseminate quality information among the population of the region to achieve their involvement regarding sustainable tourism and the promotion of the local economy through the implementation of strategies that affect the rural, urban, and of course the marine environments. We want also to identify and consolidate quality tourism products to attract a type of visitor to counteract seasonality and generate diversified and decentralized growth based on the local products. And finally, we want to also improve the coordination and collaboration among all public and private agents and entities that are involved in sustainable tourism. So in order to achieve all these objectives, in 2023, Urdaibai entered into a state program based on intelligent tourism. So what is the TST, or the Intelligent Tourism Destination Program? Well, this is a project promoted by the Secretary of State for Tourism, SYSTOUR, and managed by the state company for the management of innovation and tourism technologies called SYSTOUR. Their aim is to contribute to improving the competitiveness of the tourist destinations and the quality of life of the residents by always focusing on 5 areas of action. Those will be governance, innovation, technology, sustainability, and accessibility. So which are the benefits of joining this program? Well, since Urdaibai joined this program in 2023, it has begun a transformation process to offer a more innovative and sustainable tourism experience. So this program, as I said before, is focused on the needs of the travelers and also the local community. So as we have mentioned before, the main goal is to improve the quality of life of the residents and the satisfaction of the tourists that come to our destination, integrating always 3 things. And those will be, of course, technology, accessibility, and sustainability. So which is the process that Urdaibai have undergone? So, well, the implementation of this program is based on the coordination of all areas and all agents, both public and private, that directly or indirectly enable the tourism activity in the territory. So the objective is to establish a common working framework which will facilitate the identification of the needs and priority actions to initiate the process of becoming an intelligent tourist destination in its subsequent development. So the process of diagnosis and action plan for Busturialde Urdaibai started in 2023 and it ended. Well, it started in July 2023 and it ended in December 2023. So as you can see, during those 6 months, we carried out the diagnose process where we identify how Urdaibai was doing in relation to those 5 parameters that we commented before. So some outstanding initiatives were identified in this diagnosis process. The first one was the role of Busturialde Urdaibai Rural Development Association, which works among other areas such as the first sector in order to develop tourism in the region. So this Rural Development Association, it has like two lines of activities, the first sector and the tourism sector, which actually both of them could be complementary. The next thing, the next outstanding thing is that this association works together with the private tourism sector, articulating work tables on various tourism issues, such as the European Charter for Sustainable Tourism. And in these tables, they make some decisions about the projects that will be developed in the future years. It's also outstanding that Busturialde Urdaibai counts with the support and cooperation of both the Basque Tourism Agency called Basquetour and the Provincial Council of Vizcaya. So both local, regional and state government, as you can see, they all work together. And it's also remarkable its efforts in rural and economic development of the territory. So in the next chart, we can see the results that were obtained in the diagnosis process. So the axis with the highest degree of compliance, as you can see, was sustainability with 68.9%, followed by governance with 66.7%. Later we will have technology with 48.1% and innovation with 47%. And finally, the area with the the greatest room from improvement was accessibility with 26.88%. So as you can see, we are under the average in this parameter. But in general, the average degree of compliance of Busturialde Urdaibai with the total requirements of DTI methodology is in 44.7%, which actually we think that is a good start from a destination like us, taking into account always the poor economic and human resources that we have. So regarding the next steps, the next step of the program will be to take action. So considering that the worst results were obtained in the accessibility axis, it has begun, we thought that most of the efforts should be directed to improve the accessibility parameter. So in the coming year, this is last year in 2024, we have been developing some projects in order to overcome the accessibility issue. So as you can see in the screen, these are some of the examples of the projects that have been developed. So of course, when we first talk about accessibility in tourism, we have to take into account the customer journey map. So in the travel process, the first part is always focused on the inspiration. And that's why when we launch our campaigns in our social networks to attract the audience, in all the videos, we introduce sign language with the objective of reaching people with hearing disabilities. So the first video talks about the destination in general, while the second video is more focused on one of the tourist products that we develop in our region, which is cycling tourism. I don't know if we will be able to see their videos because this morning we tried them, but I mean, you just let me know if you can see them.
Este no es un lugar para ver o admirar a través de una pantalla. Para ir con prisas. Este es un lugar único para volver a conectar. Este no es un lugar para ver o admirar a través de una pantalla. Para ir con prisas. Este es un lugar único para volver a conectar. Para descubrir paso a paso. Para dejar que los caminos te sorprendan. Para sentirte nada. Para sentirlo todo. para sumergirte en pueblos que saben amar, a leyendas, a raíces y a mercados de siempre, para respirar, para quedarte sin respiración, para
Well, I don't know if someone can let us know if you can see the videos or if you have any issues with the audio or the images. Oh, okay, it works well. Okay, so maybe we can see the second video. Okay.
Conocí la bicicleta más como un medio de moverme, de descubrimiento de mi entorno y de diversión. Tenemos playa, tenemos montaña, tenemos carreteras, zonas muy bonitas, zonas verdes, y es en el sitio donde digamos que se mezcla el mar con la zona verde que tenemos, todos los árboles, todos los bosques que tenemos.
Well, I think that more or less you can see the general idea of the project that we were working on. So, well, we will go to the next, I don't know. Okay, so related to the videos, in recent years, Urdaibai region has become one of the most visited destinations in Vizcaya. And for this reason, in the high season, some issues of coexistence between tourists and residents have been identified. So for this reason, from the Rural Development Association of Urdaibai, facing the summertime, some awareness campaigns have been launched, and one of these campaigns has also been related to the issue of accessibility. So we will watch the next video. Okay, so well, once the visitors are in our destination, the next thing they do is they look for things to do and see, and that's why it was necessary for us that all the promotional material was also adapted to this type of public. And that's why we decided to create an accessible tourism map, the one that you can see in the screen. So the material is in braille for blind people, and the font size has also been increased somehow. In the second image, you can see another project that we were working on. That's an accessible route map. So continuing with the customer journey map, once the visitor has been informed of the things he can see and do in the destination, the next step is to go to visit them. And for this, we believe it is necessary that these visitable resources are adapted to this public. And that's why we created an accessible route map. This route has been, well, this route between the beaches of Laida and Laga, it's only 2 kilometers long. And throughout the route, some information panels with QR code have been inserted, which includes information about the resources and also the services that the visitors can find along the route. It's important to highlight that all this material is available in audio, video, and photo format. And other things that tourists do during their visit to our destination is to visit museums, interpretation centers, and for this purpose, diagnosis of the 8 most visited resources for the Ibar region has been carried out. And one of these resources is the Ecoechea. So In the same, a study of accessibility has been carried out according to the DALCO criteria. This criteria includes a set of requirements related to the actions of ambulation, apprehension, location, and communication that must be met to ensure the universal accessibility. So for the situation study, different methodologies have been combined in each phase of the work. So in phase 1, we contact with the resource. So we contact, in this case, with Ecoechea, and we did a planning and a definition of the resources. In the second phase, we made on-site visits to the resources. So we went to Ecoechea, where we collect data based on accessibility, and we did also some interviews with the responsible teams. And in phase 3, in the last phase, we analyzed the universal accessibility conditions of the Ecoechea, and this study includes information on how to get there, how easy it is also to find the center, how easy it is to access the building, in the inside, if it's comfortable and safe, if it's possible to access the different floors. And as for the services and facilities, the organization of the floors and the services that are in each one of the floors. If it has a good interior signage, if the existence of panels and posters or display cases, information stands, and if there are any other exhibition elements that help the visits, such as, for example, the audio guides. So once the diagnosis was made, some other improvements were identified for each one of the areas and also the services offered. And the last project that we worked on was a magnetic loop in the tourism offices. So this is an, I don't know if you know what it is, but this is an auxiliary aid for people with hearing aids or implants, which facilitates the hearing accessibility in the environment, both for orientation and mobility space. So in short, I mean, it helps in any situation where it is necessary to receive sound message. So, well, I think these are the main things and the main project that we have been working on these last years, I will say. So I don't know if you have any question about the project or anything you want to add.
No, Irene, but I just want to thank you for the presentation because it's very interesting to see how different, such kind of different project and also realities that you have in your regions. They do lots of work, and probably it's the important thing is to share with the other this work, because it's something that can enhance the potentiality that they have. And so thank you for your time, your presentation. It's just, I mean, I thank you for all of you. And I don't know if someone wants to add something or have some questions. Of course, the Lefty by Foundation can answer. So we have some minutes left.
Well, thank you to all for coming to this event. So we want to thank everyone. We know that we're a bit late, but I mean, we try to do our best. So, well, later on we will share all the presentations, but so in case you have any doubt or anything, you can just send us an email or call us or whatever you want. So yeah, thank you.
So thank you again. And you can probably reach out Bacarne and the other one from Lefty by Foundation by email. You can follow us by on our social media channels, so LinkedIn and also website, Interreg Europe website. So you can send us email or via direct on our social. So we will keep you update on our follow up on the project. So thank you again and see you next time.